Bring it, the boss one. I'm gonna get mine. Go through the crime. If you can do the time, don't tell me how you all down. When you smile in my face, but you play me like a clown, it's your fool, bitch. So just step back. I'm mad that when I come down straight, I thought you were my piece, but you played me out. Now I'm mad as hell, and I'm full of death. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's think. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's think. Let's roll. I'm back on the scene, it's time to get mean. I'm a lean revolution machine. For what people say, they stay this way. For truth day is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly this, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises over the top. Don't cross the line, but you know it's right. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's be. Let's go. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's be. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll.
That's something in your rear. Double time. That's something in your rear. Double time. That's something in your rear. Double time. That's something in your rear.
Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? 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 Who you wanna ro
All right, it's Tuesday. Hello, everybody. Let's see. Let me unmute everybody. Sorry. What's going on, everybody? Shady. Yeah, hi, Shady.
Is that Slim Shady?
Big supporter of what we're doing at the intersection, and we're gonna get that light. We're gonna get that light one of these days. It's just gonna happen. We're out. I got hit by a car last week, so I haven't been out there this week. I'll be out there tomorrow. But yeah, somebody hit me last week. Some idiot. Crazy. Yeah, they revved their engine too. They ran, tried to run me over, I think. Pretty crazy. So Pat Duff is on the line with us. Hey, how you doing, Pat Duff? What's going on with you, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I'm sitting here in my new, the building that I've formed my church in. It's called Hub 13, and they're allowing me to operate out of this, the Church of Canatheism, which is going to be called the Trenton Temple Hemp of Cannabis. And I'm going to be coming up here to Trenton to shake some things up, namely the home grow, because New Jersey doesn't allow home grow. But if you are a member of the Church of Canatheism, it's basically a requirement that you grow cannabis. So, you're not technically required to, but you're allowed to per the religious, exemptions that New Jersey is going to have to form for the church. So if anybody wants to sign up, they go to TrentonTHC.com, and they're going to be able to sign up. And, what the state cannot provide, the church shall. So if they can't protect its citizens by granting home grow, people will be able to sign up and have a religious right to possess and grow cannabis. And Lefty, I've been doing little man on the street interviews, and just talking to different people in here in Trenton. A lot of the state workers, by the way, refuse to go on camera when they talk, and I understand that. But even the state workers, most of them believe that growing cannabis is legal in New Jersey.
Wow.
So, I mean, I asked 6 or 7 people today. 5 of the 7 thought it was legal to grow cannabis, and these are all state workers.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. So if you can imagine, the one guy's like, "Oh, I only know that because I read it, and like I was like, wait, like it was like almost like he knew it was like de facto, people can't know because there's no real. The way he found out was like through one of the legislatures that he knew. So, think about that. All these and if I ask normal citizens, it's almost 100% of them are telling me that they think it's legal to grow pot. So that alone, the legislature needs to understand, creates an element for people to. It's a catch-22. They've legalized it. They go to a hydroponic store, they buy it, they buy the stuff, and they order seeds online. All these things happen, and then all of a sudden they have a DIFAS check at their house or something, and they're like, "Whoa, wait, what's going on over here?" And all hell breaks loose. They lose their children. You know what I mean? Like, just for growing a couple of plants that should be legal to do. So, and we're going to have services here, which are going to include fine cannabis. It's 13 West Front Street in Trenton. First service is this Sunday at 4:20. Not too tacky, but we actually open the doors at 3:30, and it's going to have music. We're going to have some educational material, and we're going to enjoy each other's company. So everybody's invited, and there's good parking that day on Sunday down here in Trenton because the state workers never come to the Trenton on the weekend. It becomes a ghost town after 5 and on the weekend.
That's a great spot.
It's I'm very happy that I did that. I was selling cars for the last couple months because I had cancer a couple years ago, and I just kind of took a little while to do stuff that I really wanted to do, like make a movie, write a book. And I'm like, all right, let me go see if I'm a normal person, and I'm really not. I hated it. I wanted to jump off, just jump off the 9 to 9s that I had to work sometime picking colors out with some old lady. When I know I can affect change. At the same time I'm picking colors out, I'm saving Tabernacles Town Hall and doing all this, political work. So I said to myself, well, why not come here, create what I need to feel good and comfortable, and then also be able to do the political work, but in Trenton now, like actually start hammering these lawmakers and do things like I'm doing now, where I'm interviewing people on the street. So I can say to the lawmakers, why don't you start asking people? Because you're the ones that are creating a situation where people are engaging in an activity that they believe is legal and it's in fact illegal. And you're the ones that have created that because you didn't make it clear in any of the legislation. You have to read very deep into it to find it. And if you look at the law, Lefty, if you look at the way the Constitution was changed, it says that people have a right to grow it.
It does.
So who's that for? Is the Jersey Constitution only for corporations? How does that make any sense?
Someone has to get arrested and go to the Jersey Supreme Court with that. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, so you know what? That's I don't think you need to go to the Supreme Court to show that New Jersey's religious laws, brother, are very, very vague. I mean, if you look at them, they're more vague than the First Amendment. They give more protections than it too. So,
Didn't we already do this in Trenton?
What?
Many years ago? Open up a sanctuary, a Rastafarian sanctuary?
Yeah, nothing like I'm doing.
Okay. So
yeah,
what is your religious organization?
Called Canatheism.
Canatheism. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like a registered religious organization?
To what does it mean, registered religious organization?
Is it real? Like, is there a real substance to it?
Is there a real religion called Canatheism? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
can you provide some information about it
Yeah.
so I
Yeah,
could
cannabis-
distribute it?
Pat, we're losing you. Pat, we're losing you.
Buddhism, Judaism, just
We
cannabis.
didn't hear you. You cut
Sorry.
out. We
Yeah,
didn't
you
get
cut
to hear
out.
what you said.
We didn't hear you there.
I said, hold on, I'm just moving around, trying to get to a good spot. The religion is based on cannabis and based on the uses of cannabis and the fact that it's the most useful plant for food, fuel, fiber, all the other resources we need, and also for spiritual enlightenment. So basically, it's a religion. Sorry, I'm just running upstairs. That is based around not only just cannabis, but the knowledge of cannabis, the history, and the current science and the future science of it.
Yeah, if you could, give us some information, because I have 4,500 nurses, so we can get that out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the
Do you have
So-
do you have a website? Do you have?
TrentonTHC.com. So
Okay. Can you
Hemp
post that?
Cannabis.
Okay.
Yeah,
can you do
absolutely.
that?
I'll post it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so just so you know, I opened my first church, cannabis church, in 2005 in Ukiah, California.
Mhm.
I then opened 7 more in Los Angeles.
Mhm.
My purpose to go to Los Angeles and Ukiah, by the way, the purpose was just to open because the city council of Ukiah said you weren't allowed to open anymore. And they put a moratorium against it. So there's a gentleman I'm doing a movie about that was murdered in 2005, about 5 months after he opened. He and I opened a place called Hemp Plus Ministry, and the moratorium that they had, the mayor actually allowed us to open. So, but in LA at that time, the prices of cannabis, they had $100 eighths. They had the stuff called $100 OG. They were selling Granddaddy Perps for $90, $95 for just an eighth. You know, that's $12,800 a pound. So I, in 2005, opened up my first church called HIM in Woodland Hills. And it was the hair information or the hemp information ministry. And dedicated to sharing the information of hemp and cannabis, and also dedicated to lowering the prices in Los Angeles. So at first I did nothing over 65, went down to 55, went down to 45. But over the period of like 5 years, I was rated by the numerous and the LAPD, and it got to the point where it wasn't worth my while to try to stay open when they were trying to lock me up. And I had my son, and I just thought like a couple weeks ago that how New Jersey is so lacking in having some options for people legally, especially for home grow, and how, you know, I helped create options pricing wise in Los Angeles by doing that. And I think I can do something similar here for, you know, not just for home grow, but to give people a place, and also to open, you know, as many satellite locations as people, people can open. So the ultimate goal is for each individual location to have its own micro license, so they can grow 2,500 square feet for their parishioners, for the people that go to the church, so people can afford medicine, so they can afford, you know, cannabis, not in this legal market, which is just not affordable for anybody. So that's the ultimate goal that I've kind of come up with. And if they're not going to let people grow, then the first step is going to ask them to allow an exemption for collectives to grow, for people as, you know, religious collectives to be able to grow, you know, amongst themselves. And if they don't create that, sue them and ask the court to request the state has to grant some sort of religious exemption when they're granting an exemption for what do you call it, for corporations.
For commerce.
So if you're going to create an exemption for corporations, then there's no compelling interest to try to stop religion anymore. As that was used to be the argument of, oh, you can't do that because then that would, would lead to, illicit sales. Well, now you have legal places opening up left and right, and you have illicit sales happening everywhere that people aren't shutting down. So it's it's time for somebody to step in and create some sort of different avenue for citizens to have some protection. And that's my goal in this, is to not just create those avenues, but also create safe spaces for people to come together. Because right now you have, who allows for lounges? How many lounges are in the state? Right. But there's
One right
no
down the road from
law
me.
against creating
There's
private
one right
spaces
down the
for people
road
to come
from me.
together
in Hackensack.
that aren't open to the public. So that has membership rules. So that's the idea.
Okay.
So you said there's one in Hackensack. Is that a membership only, or how does that work?
And have a big space too, which is that's a for right now. I'm very happy that I have the opportunity to have a space like this, because we could have probably 200 people in here.
Yeah,
Can
that's
you
a
hear me,
nice
Lefty?
space. Yeah, hopefully, Mad Hatter will also have some consumption area here, but it's going to be separate from the dispensary.
Yeah.
So there's like a dividing line where you can smoke and where you can't smoke, where you can have food, where you can't have food. Like, you can't have food on the property. It's got to be off the property.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
So what? So how does that? It's interesting. When you think about it, so number one, people can't figure out how they're going to make money with the lounge, right? So that's if you can't sell food, you can't sell alcohol, you can't do anything else like that. Like, well, I'm going to make money. Well, how about create a place that's more for the community like this, where it's not really about just profit. It's about having a space for people to come learn and every now and then have an event surrounded by cannabis and next to the State House, where you can actually then have a large group of people, 100 or so people, head into the State House or over to the State House from a destined location that they can come back to, and everybody can regroup. And then once they arrive in Trenton, this creates the hub for cannabis to have its say. And that's the way I see it. I've always wanted to do something like this. And with the activism I do with investigative journalism, cracking open, small towns and taking out bad politicians, I said, well, I mean, oh my God, the pickings up here they're great. So I want to be able to be up here where I can try to affect that. And you don't want to die inside. And I was dying inside. And I just went out to California and at the Emerald Cup, and I know some of the biggest OGs in the business, and we all started together, and they're like, where are you at, bro? Like, so I just, in my brain, it's, you got to click sometimes back into what you feel is a foundation. And I could not see myself in a New Jersey legal retail store owning one of those with the prices and with the quality the way they are right now. And so I'm actually going to be opening a grow with some people. We're going to be producing some very fine cannabis, and we're trying to get a manufacturing license too. But yeah, for now, it's creating this for the people.
The state doesn't care about patients. All they care about is the money. They have no wheelchair access to dispensaries, no price caps, no insurance coverage, and no home grow. So yeah, we're off the radar. It's going to be people like you that step up and help the.
How long you've been fighting for this, and how many conversations have they actually given you?
I can only go to the CRC and say it enough times.
So, but what about legislatures? How many have invited you in to talk to you?
Scutari runs away from me, so that's not going to work. Pretty much Angela McKnight was the only politician that did anything about her wheelchair access issues. So maybe Angela McKnight could be one.
Well, no, but I'm asking that because it seems that there's you go out there all the time, and that they realize that there's you're going to be out there, and they know that. So, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like if we have a centralized location where people can meet and we can bring them back, the actual politicians request they come with us rather than we go meet in their office, because maybe that's part of the issue. That maybe we can break through that barrier, So it's like this is an olive branch also, not just a switch that they have to pick from the backyard,
Oh, look at Adam. Adam's in New York, so he gets to have like how many plants? 6 plants. Is that right, Adam? Must be. You're muted, Adam.
Yeah, Jim. Yeah, he can have 6 plants.
I mean, I
Great
can have 12 for religious purposes.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pat's the OG here, but he's right about all that stuff. I'm very familiar with that stuff. I haven't, sorry, I'm like cooking. Let me flip the steak. All right. Yeah. I'm actually. Yeah, New York's laws are really good for this because you can have 5 pounds at home. You can grow. They want 6 per house, but medical is 12, so I can have 12. And yeah, 5 pounds at home. You can grow 12 at home. You basically can't get in any kind of legal trouble for running your cannabis church. The only thing they could say would be distribution, but you can fight all that real easily. Ever since Prohibition, all the arguments that are used against cannabis sacrament practitioners basically work in their favor. The government can't show any kind of compelling interest to stop me from practicing my religion if they give, for-profit business licenses for people to grow 100 times this much. There's no more risk of diversion. There's no more risk of harm. So all that stuff is. I happen to be undercapitalized right now. I've been having a very difficult time trying to find a place to open my temple. That's where I'm at. I'm at the point now where I'm thinking I'm just gonna. I've already been telling social media groups in my area, but I haven't really put myself out there like, yep, because I don't have a location. So I'm technically Sacramental Cannabis Consultation Delivery Minister, etc. But a location would be very, very nice. But yeah, growing some weed.
Hey, let me see that again.
What, this thing?
Oh,
I neglected these ladies indoors while I was moving. And then I was like, man. So I put them outside and they'll be all right. I need to take actually cuttings of this and then re-veg that. But yeah, Pat's 100% right. And now's the time. What are they going to do? All the case law works against them and for us. So if we want to lean on that, we should. Especially if Pat has a place. You
want to see it?
yeah.
Are you in it right now?
How do I switch the cam the other way?
Oh, I don't know if you can.
I'll just turn it around then. All right. So this is like just the upstairs area. This is my bud bar area. So when people are here, this is where I'll be. What do you call it? My light. Where's my light? That's where I'll be serving from.
Nice, very nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so this is like an area for like just hanging, chilling, relaxing. This is the upstairs area. There's a downstairs area that's all accessible. This is area the elevator. That's my office. I'm just getting my paintings in here. Mystic Ninja. And then you'll see the main floor where this is where all the events will be up here too. There's a boardroom up there. We have a game room in here, and I'm going to deck this out actually a little bit more. The game room. Got ping pong too. Then the steps down here. And then this is like the main area for events. You got this whole area up front where they already have different, banners for different things they've been doing in here. And then this big area. Tonight we're having karaoke here. See this area right here?
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be like, for karaoke and stuff. We have other rooms down here that are like this big room. Like this used to have like a bunch of art on the wall. This is going to be, I'm going to create this into like a big head shop and cafe. This will be a head shop and cafe. And then my podcast studio, or the Hub's podcast studio, I should say, is down here. There's a place called Hub 13. And they were going to doing a bunch of renovations and stuff. And they were about to kind of shut down the
We
Oh, we
lost-
lost you. Yeah, we lost you in the basement there.
figure out kind of a new. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, now we can.
So that's once I go, that's the podcast studio. So you can see this is the basement area, but that's the only thing I use down here is this podcast studio. So, and they had a
Cool.
fire, so I got them a bunch of them a couple of ozone generators. We knocked out that smell. So now it's much
So
nicer.
when will you be opening up? you have a
This
date?
Sunday. This Sunday will be the first time we're going to be open, but officially I probably have a grand opening probably the Sunday after that in September.
After Labor Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's going to be, and I'll show you, it's pretty cool because we're right next to the buildings. Where Thomas Edison University is right there, like the corner right past Thomas Edison University, the State House. And then that's Warren Street right there.
Mhm.
That's, and State Street's one street away. So it's right next to where everything has right down the street from me is a private restaurant that I've already got a membership to. That is where all the politicians eat. So if you ever wondered where the politicians eat, I've already found it. And so I'll be hobnobbing with them, eating some lunch and wings and inviting them back here. So that's going to be my goal, is to talk to as many of those knuckleheads as possible while I'm here so they can see that we're human beings and we shouldn't go to jail for a plant.
Okay. We're all behind you.
I see you're in front of me right now.
Yeah. Send information and a way of contacting you.
I will.
I can, I'll give you my cell phone so that you could text if you want any information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll have Lefty exchange.
Lefty has my number.
Yeah, he'll send me your number
Okay.
just so we don't tell the world.
Yeah.
I'll
The
tell the
world
world.
has
though.
the world has my number. Don't worry about it.
And I can't see what's your name?
Sue.
What's your last name?
Di Gregorio Rosen.
That's not hard at all.
Yeah, I like to make sure everybody knows I'm Italian.
I thought that was an Irish name.
I thought Duff was Spanish.
It is. I'm slightly Spanish, yes.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you go to TrentonTHC.com, there's not a lot there yet, but I'm going to be also I'm going to sell packets so people can have a packet that says, I'm a part of Church of Canatheism and that they're, allowed to grow up to 6 plants and blah, blah, blah. So it's going to be an interesting ride. Will they come and say hello to me? We'll see, but I'm going to go try to seek an exemption. I'm going to seek a license, but I don't want to fill out any paperwork. So I want them to give religious exemptions for some of those state licenses, so people can have their own collectives, private collectives, where people can have affordable and and good cannabis, because some of the stuff coming out of these places is garbage. So, and it's expensive. So if they don't give it to me, then that's when I'll sue. So now that I have this church here,
So you have,
and I'm doing this, I'll have
So
stands.
your church is called again
Oh,
I don't know. Can you type into the chat part?
Yeah.
Yeah, type it in there, and then I can just copy it into my phone.
Let's see. Does it let me?
Here, and I'm gonna put my number in there too.
Somebody
put it up.
knows Pat. I don't know who that is in there. Sweet. I see your
All
number.
right, and then I'm gonna give you.
There we go. TrentonTHC.com. It's on the scroll there. It's on the ticker. Actually, we don't even need all that. Just do this. That's too much. Too extra. Trenton THC. How about like that? How about that?
Yeah, that's good.
I don't like this. There we go. How about that? How about now? TrentonTHC.com, TrentonTHC.com, TrentonTHC.com. Hey, where'd Pat go?
He fell off. You do that sometimes.
He did. He fell off.
You fall off sometimes.
Fell off the face of the podcast.
Where's Jim? Down the shore?
Jim's taking care of
His stepdad?
stepdad.
Okay. I wish he was here.
Yes, Jim.
Somehow going on.
Jim asked for permission to take off tonight, so
I know. I saw that. Yeah. Is he? He's going to be there Thursday, though, right?
Nobody is going to miss Ratari. We have journalists coming out.
Just think, I am driving all the way from.
Oh, this is going to be amazing. There's going to be.
Just think, I'm going to be 1 block away.
Nice.
Oh, good. I get to walk around the block to check you out then.
Yes, you do. We'll have a
Okay.
big after party.
I live in Bergen County. I live 5 minutes from the George Washington Bridge. So if that gives you any, yeah, I'm up there. It'll take me a bit.
I'm further away.
I know where Adam is.
Yeah.
I'm in West Nyack right now.
Are you? I like West Nyack. It's nice.
Duff, you're muted. You're muted, Duff.
Okay. I got that's your TrentonTHC.com. Is that a website or is he off?
Oh, shit.
You dropped him?
Hold on. I'm trying to fix stuff here. Hold on. You have
All right.
two.
So
Stuff is-
Trenton THC it looks like a nice website because I just put it in my phone. And do you have any? And is it okay if I post that on the Cannabis Nurses Network?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I would love people to have events here. Like if you wanted to
Okay.
have a cannabis nurses event here, you can use the space and we can figure out,
Okay, that would be nice. That would be really nice to do.
Because my idea is bringing people in, educating them, and also offering my fine wares. But they can.
Well, that's what our thing is. We do education, so we do a lot of education.
And Lord knows we need it.
Yeah.
Well, Lefty, where are you at? Are you at that place? Are you at your new studio?
Yeah, I'm in Woodbridge.
Is it like, are you like, can people see you what you're doing, or?
There's a window here that people can look in from the dispensary while you're buying weed, and you can look into the window at us.
Are people watching you like a monkey?
And yeah, pretty much. It's pretty cool.
Can you scratch your butt?
Not on camera. You'd be surprised what I'm doing off camera, though.
I wouldn't be. I've seen you take intersections for hours.
All right, guys, move on.
All right. Well, listen, I'm out of here because I have tons of stuff I have to do. But thank you so much. And
It was nice to meet you. So
you
we'll
too.
be
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And if you like I said, you want to use the space, just let me know and just give me like at least
Awesome.
10 days, 10 days, 2 weeks notice.
Thank you.
Right on.
All right. Peace out. You too, Lefty.
Peace out.
Peace out. Thanks, Duff. You're the best.
Love you.
Pat Duff, everybody. That dude is amazing. He's the mayor slayer. We call him the
I
mayor
saw
slayer.
that. I looked him up.
He got rid of Reed. Mayor Reed he got rid of the Delran mayor, Tabernacle. He goes through mayors and just destroys them when they act up. They don't do the right thing. And Duff's a cancer survivor. He had a couple of feet of his intestines removed from cancer.
Mhm.
He thought he was going to die. He had to have a conversation with his brother to take care of his kids, and it was one of the hardest conversations he said he ever had because he wasn't sure if he was going to make it. And he's got a hell of a story, hell of a recovery because he used cannabis oil.
Mhm.
Cannabis oil, and that's what got him through the cancer, and it's what healed him, cured him. I mean, he needed surgery to remove the cancer from his intestine, but he had oil that helped him recover. And it's another anecdotal story. Sorry, it's only anecdotal, but it's another story of human being telling you their life story. So I don't know what more you want. That should be enough. You heard the story a bunch of times already. You've seen Jeff Oakes, what he went through. Gave him 4 months to live. They gave Jeff 4 months. And he lived for 4 years after that. They were shocked.
My sister-in-law has she has the same, and she's on 5 years now.
Wow.
Mm. Okay, what's our agenda today? So you had that stuff.
That wasn't it.
That was it.
That's our agenda for today.
That's it. We're done.
No, we're planning Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday is going to be amazing in Trenton. We have Rattari. Senator Rattari will be joining us. We need signage. I hope Jim's listening because we need signage. We need blank signage or signage. I think we should say Senator Rattari puts patients in chains for growing weed. How about that?
Puts patients in chains.
In chains for growing weed.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Yeah. Text that to Jim. He'll make it a little bit more fluid.
Yeah. Well, how can we shorten that?
I don't know. Let me think about
Here,
it.
let me go to AI and see what AI says.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's what I was going to do.
let me do that. The AI is hilarious. They made me all those rat pictures, so I'm getting pretty good at the AI.
They were good. They're good pictures. I like them.
Let's see. AI, where are you? Oh, jeez, I lost it already. Meta AI. Okay, Senator Rattari puts patients.
Cannabis patients.
Okay, cannabis patients in chains for growing weed. I don't know how you can shorten it.
No, for growing their medicine. Do that.
Oh, shit. You know what I have to do? I got to make it a post. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. What's on your mind? Well, I'll tell you what's on my mind. Senator Rattari puts cannabis patients in chains for growing weed. That's what's on my mind.
Not weed. Don't put weed.
Oh.
Because that'll, it's AI.
Growing medicine.
Yes.
Medicine. Rewrite with AI. Try. Make it exciting. No, let's just make it shorter. Okay, make it shorter. Okay, it says Rattari limits medical cannabis patients' ability to grow their medicine. Hey, I like that.
No, that's good.
Senator Rattari restricts medical cannabis patients' access to treatment.
Okay, that's even better. I like that one.
Yeah, that's pretty short.
Mm. And
Senator Rattari puts restrictions on medical cannabis patients.
I think that's cool because restricts. Okay. That's real. I like that one. That's my vote.
Whoa. What? No, no. No, they're doing it wrong. They're telling me that Senator Rattari's progressive approach to cannabis puts patients first. No.
No, the second one you read about restricting, I thought that one was good.
Oh, that's because it's heartfelt. How about inspirational?
Oh,
Oh, God. Senator Rattari gives cannabis patients hope for a healthier tomorrow.
okay.
No. Empowering cannabis patients to grow their own medicine. Senator Rattari ignites
Gong, right? Those are old ones.
Yeah, that's a gone show.
terrible.
No, the second one that you read, I thought that one was good.
Here we go. Senator Rattari's policies bind medical cannabis patients with oppressive regulations.
Okay. I like that.
I like that. Senator Rattari enacts restrictive legislation on medical cannabis cultivation. Ooh,
Nah.
that's
First
a lot
one.
of work, man. Very wordy.
First one.
Senator Rattari limits access to medical cannabis by enforcing strict cultivation laws.
That's good.
Yeah, the first set was better. That first set was good.
Yeah, it was.
And we're not just going to have one sign. We'll have many signs. I'll have signs on my wheelchair.
So you want me to do a sign?
You
You know,
can
I'm
have-
not going to be there. Like, I probably won't be there on time. It's going to depend on traffic for me. That's all. Because we're going to start at 11, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'll just miss that. I should miss the traffic.
Are we talking about this Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Hippie Fest is coming. The Hippie Fest is coming. The Hippie Fest is coming.
You know, you want to hear funny story? Somebody asked me what kind of dancing I like, and I didn't know how to answer them. So I didn't. So they asked me again, what kind of dancing do you like? I said, the only thing I could say is I'm an old hippie. I don't know. I
The
move.
twirl. The hippie twirl.
Yeah, the hippie twirl.
Where you just hold your arms out and twirl around.
Mhm.
I think that's
Yeah.
one. You have to take a bunch of mushrooms, I guess, when you do that. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bunch of sillies, we call them now. They're sillies.
yeah, so Thursday is going to be lit. I'm
Okay.
excited. Oh, we are being paid to protest.
Really? By who?
Yes, we're going to be paid $1,000 to go protest. I'm very happy about that.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Good. Okay.
And I'm totally in line with the protest because
What's
it's
going on? Who's paying us?
racism.
Who's paying us?
A lawyer is paying us because this lawyer is going to the appeals court in Newark to appeal the drug-free school zone laws because they're racist. Because in cities like
There's
Newark,
so many schools in Newark.
it's the
Yeah.
whole town of Newark is a school zone. So basically, any sales of cannabis is still a third-degree offense in Newark, which creates another racist Jim Crow, Jim Grow, whatever you want to call it, a drug war part 2.0. Here we go.
Jim Grow.
Other
That's a good.
thing to put into consideration concerning Newark is University of Medicine and Dentistry owns a whole shitload of property in Newark. So that would be considered the same. And I don't know if that attorney has even thought about that one, but I did work there and I know how much property they own and how many institutions they have put up that are not necessarily considered school zones, but you know what? They're schooling. So they have students. Students are all over the place. And they also invite, the high school students in to observe. So he's got a good case. He's got a pretty good case for Newark. Yay, Newark. I worked there for 20 years. That's a good place.
Can cannabis dispensaries open in school zones?
Are you asking AI?
I'm asking anybody.
No, but
Oh,
but the biggest what's the word? Contradiction is the restriction of dispensaries from school zones and places of worship. Well, what if the dispensary is a place of worship? You know what I mean?
Right, like what you and Pat want to do.
Yep.
Oh, okay, Chris. Here we go. Chris Auto HD with the answer. The town. Oh, here we go. I'll just put it up here. The town. Oh, hold on. What am I doing? Why can't I put these up? That's weird. I can't put this up.
Yeah,
Oh,
New,
it's a
New-
private
New
chat.
Jersey law bars medical marijuana dispensaries from opening within drug-free school zones, which are defined as any area within 1,000 feet of property used for school purposes or is otherwise owned or leased to any elementary or secondary school or school board. So even a school board. Yeah, they got a heavy one.
Yeah, I mean, Jersey's laws are stupid. I remember before legalization, I got one of my charges for weed was because, within a school zone or a government building, turns out it was an old folks home across the street that we didn't even know was there, right? So like that made our crimes worse because we were going to sell weed to the old people or something. I don't know what the logic behind that was, but somehow the old people are harmed because we were near their building with weed. So yeah, Jersey's stupid.
I put it in the, what do you call it?
Okay, so Chris says in Dover, they don't say places of worship, they say schools and church schools.
Okay.
And Chris also wants to make a tablecloth for Sativa Cross for the
I
first
mean,
one.
when they were doing the legalization hearings in New Jersey, I gave testimony telling them not to burden the religious use of cannabis. Like, they're on notice. I put them on notice. That's if you Google my last name and New Jersey and cannabis, you will come up with that link. So, like, they're on notice. I did that. I didn't do it for New York exactly, but I did it for New Jersey because then, like, if I'm sure, or if Pat, when Pat does whatever he wants to do, if they decide to challenge him, that's one of the things that, it's like, hey, you already knew about this. It's in your minutes of your legalization hearing meetings. And there's no like, we didn't know that was a thing, but so
Yeah.
they know, they're on notice.
Okay.
Anyway.
So it says 1,000 feet of property used for school purposes. So that covers a lot of areas,
Maybe this guy wants medical dispensaries to get on his lawsuit with him because if you know what I mean, or was it about medical dispensaries?
Yeah, really.
No, it was just about racism, right? Well, it had nothing to do with that.
Yeah. No, he had a client that got arrested for selling in what was determined as a school zone. So, I mean, obviously, he's an attorney. He probably, knows whatever the law says about that. But for any use for school purposes could be like a lot of different places. So this is a ridiculous kind of law.
It could be a parking lot used to store school buses.
Right. How about how about when these young girls have students come over and they do like, mentoring and teaching and what have you. But all the stores opening are recreational now. Okay. Yeah, we know that.
Chris, are you watching on Facebook or YouTube? Just go in the chat. Put it in the regular chat so I can put it up on the screen. If you can do that. If not, it's cool. But yeah, all the stores opening up are recreational now. Yeah, Mad Hatter's recreational. They're opening up recreational. And they had to do a lot of wheelchair stuff here. And because they're, even though they're recreational, they had to redo the bathroom, make sure the bathroom was compliant. They had to have everything but ramps. Everything but ramps. It's so weird. It's so weird, the minutia that they deal with, but not ramps, not access to the actual building. That's so weird.
You know what? There's always some kind of like sick reason behind it all, why they do this. So you're focused because you have some vocal people here. Your focus is on that. So they pick on little stupid things like that. It's like politics. It is politics, in fact. So think about it, right? What's the real thing we want? We want home grow in Jersey. I don't think that's going to happen until they change the federal law. I really don't. So I think we got another year or two to go. 2 years is what Ken Sobel says anyway. Are you listening to me, Lefty?
Yeah, he was a great guest.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
We've had some great guests lately, man. I'm telling you.
I know.
You watch the last 2 months of this podcast, it's like, whoa.
Yep.
Woo.
Since you invited me on,
It's right.
and I haven't left.
Right.
I'm even a member now. That's
You
all
have to
right.
get-
It's fun.
You have to get the T-shirt.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have the T-shirt yet.
So you'll give it to me on Thursday?
We don't have any. We're gonna make some.
Oh,
We're gonna make some.
Yeah, we can make T-shirts.
Yeah,
I like
Chris
the way
Little
you-
HD makes T-shirts. He has a whole studio for that. We just have to supply the shirts and the graphics.
Okay.
You know, and I want to make more of these.
Yeah,
Like,
I was going to say, I like the one that you have on. I would
Yeah.
wear that.
It's a very nice, simple shirt.
Yep. I like that.
So it says a lot. Ow.
Says what it needs to say. What's the matter? You got a spasm? Lefty, do you take magnesium?
No.
You should. Take 500 milligrams. Listen to me.
Look, CalMag, I got it right here. I got it
Listen
right
to-
here.
Listen to your mother over here, okay? 500 milligrams of magnesium. Take it at night before you go to bed, okay?
It helps the absorption of whatever I'm taking, right?
It also reduces spasms and whatnot.
Oh,
You'll sleep better. Yeah, and we need magnesium anyway. You know,
Oh.
it's part of the electrolytes that controls your heart muscle.
Do we need to make shirts for the expo? I still have some shirts left. I don't have many, but I have like weird sizes. So yeah, we probably should make some shirts for the expo.
You're not going to get for the expo. When's the expo?
September 13th, 14th, and
Oh.
15th.
Okay.
I know Wednesday is going to the NECAN, and that's on the 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to somehow get her some brochures because she's sitting at the CMMNJ table. So I need to get her some of our brochures.
I have some. No, I only have a few. I don't have many.
Yeah, I got to take a trip down to. Otherwise, I'll just take a trip right to AC,
Yeah.
which is fun. It's always a fun trip. Yeah, thanks, Chris. We'll get. We'll have to figure out how many shirts we need. We need to make some shirts, though. Have a couple of options. We have home grow shirts, I believe, and I guess we can make some more of these suckers. And maybe,
That's
remember the Don't Shoot series we were doing for a while. We should do Don't Shoot.
I'm right.
Don't shoot. It's only boiling water. Oh no! Don't shoot. It's only an empty pot.
Focus.
Don't
Focus. 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 Okay. Let's focus on home grow.
A lot of issues out there to take care of.
I know. There's just so many. So many.
I love my Don't Shoot shirts.
I like them too.
You know who's most offended by them? White people.
Of course they are.
White people were mostly offended because it just exposed racism in like the way they didn't want to see it. Like,
Yeah.
Don't shoot. I'm white. What? That's terrible. Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it terrible?
Hmm.
Why do we have to make shirts like this? Why can't we just stop shooting black people?
Hmm.
Why is shooting black people a thing? I don't get that.
How long has your family been in this country?
My family?
Mhm.
I think my great grandfather came from Poland.
From Poland?
Poland, I believe.
Okay.
And my great grandmother, same.
Hmm.
And the other side, I don't really know. Maybe I forget something similar. I'm Polish, English, and like 4% Iberian.
I'm Italian, and I think 3% Ethiopian.
Oh, see, that's cool.
Well, I knew that because I had an uncle that had a factory in Ethiopia, so we knew we had family there.
See,
But when my family came to this country, we were minorities. We were considered minorities, and I remember, and listen to this, and I remember the first time I was a little girl, and we used to have those big snowstorms, and you could play in the street, because there was no school. And my brother hit somebody over the head with a sled, and his mother came out and started yelling. And then my mother came out and said, "Why don't you just leave the kids alone?" And because my mother was very into let the kids fight it out amongst themselves, right? And she called my mother. She said, "You're nothing but a nigger turned inside out." And my mother told her, my mother said to her, "Well, pack your bags." This was the time of Khrushchev. She said, "Because Khrushchev is taking you all," or something weird like that. But I never even heard that before, because we lived right in front of the projects. So it wasn't, we didn't hear that stuff, because we were all together. We were, that's the kids we were, But yeah. And then finally in 1972, they took us off the minority list. That's how I got into the Educational Opportunity Funding Program, because they told me I was not a minority. And I said, "Yes, I am." And so I went to school. And you know the rest of my story.
oh, there he is. Okay, gotcha.
Yo,
Yo,
it's good.
hey man, you in your studio? No.
No, not right now. Just got out of work
Oh, cool.
and I need to go. I don't have too much time to talk. So I got I'm going to have a meeting at the Casa Verde here. I'm
Right?
meeting with them every Tuesday. So I'm going there right now. But yeah. If you want to make shirts, we gotta figure out how many, which kind, so we can get that going. We got lots of shirts going, so definitely like to squeeze that in, so we're not rushing or
Yeah.
whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Sunday is cleanup Sunday.
Yeah, we're doing the cleanup here on Sunday. If you want to come out, it'd be good if you came out because I don't have a tent anymore. I let Chris borrow it and it flew away.
Oh no.
But yeah, got that going. Oh yeah, I want to make a tablecloth for the for Steve Across for the expo and any other event. I guess you guys figure out what we're gonna put on it. I guess just the Sativa Cross. I don't know if we want to put. I have like a homegrown license plate we can stick on there too.
Sweet.
How we want to design it or whatever. I think it would be cool.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that
Yeah,
home.
you know what? You know what else we need? We need business cards.
I have some and Jim has some, but we have to make some for the whole.
If you send me a copy, I can get. I could do them from here. I have the
Even if it's
printers.
just like a generic, like each of our names is just like a general one, or.
Yeah, just like a general one with all the basics on it. That's all. It doesn't have to be real fancy.
Yeah, so it's easier, so we don't have to make like 5 different versions for everybody,
Right.
Or
Yeah.
Also, Lefty, I guess I'm gonna be a speaker at the expo with you. You're like moderating one of the panels.
I am?
You didn't know?
No, what panel?
I think you're moderating the foodie or newbies and foodies.
Okay.
So
Sounds great.
I'm gonna be on that panel and then getting into the cannabis industry. They put me on, I guess. Did you get an email from Bobby Nuggs?
Cool. I love talking about newbies and yeah, Bobby Nuggs will be there.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to go up on stage this year because I almost died last year, and I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Is Bongholio coming with us this year, or he's out?
I don't know. Maybe he should.
Okay.
You know who's going to be there is Rattari. Senator Rattari is going to be there.
Blow him up inside.
It's a great opportunity for thousands of people to know that we can't grow weed, and this is why.
Yeah. You're gonna blow it up inside next to the table?
Yes.
Okay. How big is that thing?
It's 10 foot. It's
High.
pretty
How about,
friggin'
like,
big.
wide?
It's about 5 foot wide. It's huge. It's absolutely huge.
What's the date for that?
That's the 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Okay.
If you could do the business card thing, just even if you just send me a picture of it, because I'm leaving for San Diego on the 17th. There's this gathering that we're having. There seems to be more people jumping on.
Okay.
Yeah, so just send me a copy.
Is Adam playing with his plans?
Yes, I think so.
Huh?
I just want to see you play with your plants.
They need newts.
This could be you, New Jersey.
Yeah, right? Get your shit together.
Get your shit together, New Jersey. This could be you. I want to do that. That looks so relaxing and peaceful. That would make me happy to be there right now. I like all plants, though. I like bamboo, but I would really love to grow weed and bamboo together.
You know that bamboo is illegal to grow in some parts of Jersey?
I know. Some towns banned it.
Yeah. Old Japan. That's the first time I heard that. But then again,
So you're in Old Japan?
Huh?
You're in Old Japan?
No, I'm in Hackensack.
I was going to say, Old Japan, that's right next door. I'll come by for dinner.
That's too bougie for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get weed in Old Japan. They banned medical cannabis in Old Japan.
You can't get no weed there.
I know because they're in the song.
That's good.
Oh, that's my shoe.
Okay, anything else?
We'll just watch Adam grow some weed for a minute here. Makes me happy.
I mean, this was my hobby grow. Like, man, did I do so many things wrong with these plants, So like the next one. Like
strains you growing?
Some kind of diesel and also China doll. I didn't really defoliate for like a month because I was busy moving. So like they vegged kind of, wrong. And now that they're starting flower, I still have to like go back in and defoliate all the shit. So it's like, it's like a practice grow. And then I have to take a cutting off of one of these diesels and then re-veg it because I want to grow that one indoors. I bit off too much trying to grow indoor with too many plants. So I'm going to scale it back and try to grow fewer plants. Cat, what are you doing? My cat's outdoor time right now.
Oh,
He hates being an indoor cat, but he's too dumb to be an outdoor cat. Peters. But yeah, my little weed grow. It's fun. Well, I mean,
You
as long as,
your
as long
cat
as
on a leash.
well,
Yeah.
the cat's on a leash. Otherwise, he'll just walk away. But with the leash on, he just kind of hangs out and doesn't because he feels the the tension on him. Otherwise, he would just wander. He would just wander off.
Yeah, well, that's what cats do.
Yeah, but my cat's kind of dumb. Plus, he's been an indoor cat for like his
Forever.
for
He's
5
come-
years,
he'll
6
come
years,
home.
7
Oh.
years. So like, man, that we have foxes that would eat that cat around here.
Yeah, I know.
He would eat the birds, and the foxes would eat him.
Mhm.
So I'd rather not go through that. So he's an indoor cat. And then when I go outside, he comes outside.
You know, when I was still upstate, I actually saw a hawk one day just like come flying down and picked a cat right up out of the driveway. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
Yeah, I believe it. That's what I mean. Like, it's not like it was 20 years ago.
Yeah, when everybody was nice.
Well, when the wildlife population hasn't exploded from all the development that happens over 20 years.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, like I gotta defoliate. Like a lot of these guys got a bunch of bullshit on the inside that I never took off, and it dried up, and I gotta go back in and take it out without destroying anything. Thank God it's only like 3 days into flowering, a week into flowering maybe. But yeah, these ladies are struggling, but they'll be all right. It's their purpose to live and die. Oh yeah.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have enough time to actually really be like a professional gardener. Like, if it's indoors, it's a little easier for me, but like, especially around here, there's so many mosquitoes in the evening, so I'm not trying to be out here in the evenings doing this. Right now is a good time. It's all right. Oh. But yeah, all these gyms.
Mm-hmm.
These gyms are stuck in there. You see what I'm doing?
They're beautiful.
Coming in here. Well, it was funny because they looked awful when they were indoors. And as soon as I put them outside, they're like, yeah, that's better.
Happy. They wanted the sun. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't watering them enough. Like, it's been a long time since I actually was involved in a grow in any real way. So, like, I forgot a lot of stuff. So it's all coming back.
And then we got the big rain.
Yeah, the rain. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah. The rain drowned my mushrooms.
Well, it's funny because I had underwatered them in my house because I was busy moving and I neglected them, but I was giving them nutrients. So a lot of the nutrients were still in the soil. So when the rain happened on them, they took off with the last bit of veg nutrients, and then they went into flower. So now today was the first time that I watered them where I gave them flower nutrients. But I don't know how much of this I can really get in. I might just cut all these things off. But yeah, so it's not like these are going to be prize-winning yields, but whatever.
So Adam, when I moved back to Jersey, I didn't know that there was no home grow here. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention, and I moved everything with me.
Oh,
And then somebody said to me, I guess it was Lefty. There's no home grow. I was like, well, everything had to come off my range.
I mean, I would next year's outdoor. I'll do way better. I'll do way better. I'll put it outside in March instead of popping seeds for indoor in May and then neglecting them. Hey, cat. That's another thing. If the cat starts to go too far away, I can hear everything scraping on. He just wants to eat some grass. Here, eat that grass. Don't go too far. Yeah. Just dumped a bunch of ladybugs on these plants. Hopefully they stay on the plants.
Oh, cool.
Well, I ordered them for you need the predatory insects for the indoor grow to eat the mites, because like how are you gonna have an indoor grow and not have mites, So that's what I got them for. And then I realized that I was neglecting them indoor and that they were gonna die. and I just popped them outside because I didn't have any. Like it took me a while to move. I moved by myself, so yeah, these are all crap on the inside with all these dead leaves just hanging around. But so yeah, I don't know how much these things are going to yield, but at least I'll have flowered
It's
some
fun
ladies.
though. It's still fun. to
Oh
do.
yeah, no, yeah, it's definitely fun. I'm having fun. I'm just I've never been, stellar at juggling lots of different things. So having these living things depending on me, well, good thing I'm not a parent.
That you know of.
No, I'm pretty sure.
You're a cat parent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even keep track of my cat. Get out of here, plant. But yeah, every couple of days I'll sit down like this and I'll defoliate one or two of the plants, all the stuff that I'm behind on, and then
Okay, what else do we need for Thursday? I'll make a sign if you tell me what you want on it. What do you want me to do?
You can just leave it blank.
What?
Just bring a blank sign. We'll do it there.
You just want me to pick up some poster board?
Yeah, bring some poster boards, and Jim will probably
Okay.
make signs.
All right.
He's
All
good.
right, that's a better idea.
I'll throw some ideas up there, and we'll all agree on what the main sign. Like Ratari has to hold one main sign.
Okay.
And we'll figure out what
How big of a sign can Rotary
big,
handle?
big.
Yeah, but I know, but what's big? Like
4
tell
foot.
me what- So
Probably
like a
4 foot.
poster. What is
4
what?
foot.
4 foot wide?
Yeah.
4x4, 4x6, 2x4. What is that?
4 by whatever.
Okay.
His arms are
I
4
knew you were going to say that. Okay, 4 by something. Yeah, I have an idea. All right.
and my wheelchair can put signs on it, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll be signs everywhere.
All right. I'll just pick some up at Michael's.
Cool. All right, boys and girls. Well, I guess that's it for the
We're done.
meeting.
Okay,
Anything
meeting
else?
adjourned.
Anybody else? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I second that. I second that motion.
Okay. Good night, guys.
Good night, everybody.
I second that.
Second that. Toodaloo.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Bring in the boss one. I'm gonna get mine. Go through the crime. If you can't do the time, don't tell me how you're off and down. When you smile in my face, but you play me like a clown, it's your fool, bitch. So just step back. Or I'm mad dad when I come down straight. I thought you were my piece, but you play me out. Now I'm mad as hell, and I'm full of doubt. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty. Let's roll. I'm back on the scene. It's time to get mean. I'm a lean. Revolution machine. For what people stay, they sway. For today is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly this, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises over the top. Don't cross the line, and you know it's mine.